Alright everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're tackling a topic that I know is on a lot of your minds. How in the world do you actually save money when your budget is already stretched super thin? Let's be real, saving money when funds are low can feel incredibly challenging, almost like an uphill battle in a snowstorm. You see the advice out there, just save more, but it's not always that simple when every dollar already has a job. But here's the good news, and I really want you to hear this. It is absolutely doable. It takes discipline, a solid plan, and a willingness to make some changes, but you make progress. This isn't about magic tricks or unrealistic get-rich-quick schemes. This is about practical, actionable strategies. So, in this video, I'm going to break down a step-by-step guide designed to help you start saving money, even if you're working with a very limited income, and see results within a single month. We're going to look at where your money is going, how to make smarter choices, and how to build that savings habit, no matter how small you start. Think of this as your personal roadmap to gaining control over your finances and building a bit of a cushion. We're going to cover everything from understanding your spending to finding ways to cut back without feeling totally deprived, and even how to potentially bring in a little extra cash. The goal here isn't to become a millionaire overnight, but to make meaningful progress, to feel less financial stress, and to prove to yourself that you can achieve your savings goals. So if you're ready to take control and master your money, even on a tight budget, make sure you watch till the end. Grab a notebook because we're getting started right now. Alright, first things first, and this is non-negotiable if you're serious about saving money, you absolutely have to know where your money is going. I'm talking about tracking every single penny of your income and every single expense. And when I say everything, I mean it. That morning coffee, the pack of gum, the small online purchase, every single bill. This isn't about judging yourself, it's about gathering data. You need to become a financial detective for your own life. For the next month, commit to writing it all down, whether you use a simple notebook, a spreadsheet, or one of the many budgeting apps out there like Mint, YNAB, or Personal Capital. The tool doesn't matter as much as the consistency. This initial step is so crucial because it's going to give you a crystal clear picture of your financial habits. You might think you know where your money goes, but trust me, once you see it all laid out, there will be surprises. You'll identify those little leaks, the death by 1,000 cuts spending that drains your account without you even realizing it. This isn't about restriction yet, it's about awareness. This awareness is the foundation upon which all your future savings success will be built. So don't skip this, don't estimate, track it diligently. This is your starting point, your financial ground zero, and it's the most powerful first step you can take. Okay, now that you've spent some time tracking your expenses and you have a clearer idea of where your money is actually flowing, it's time to create what I call a bare-bones budget. This is especially important when you're on a tight income. For this month, the goal is to strip your spending back to the absolute essentials. We're talking about your core needs: rent or mortgage, essential groceries, not gourmet treats, basic transportation to get to work or school, and your necessary utilities like electricity and water. Everything else for now gets put under the microscope. This means significantly limiting or even temporarily eliminating discretionary spending. Think about things like eating out, multiple streaming services, impulse shopping sprees, expensive coffee shop habits, and those sneaky subscriptions you forgot you even had. The popular 50-30-20 rule, 50% needs, 30% wants, 20% savings, is a great guideline. But if you're on a low budget, achieving that 20% savings might feel impossible right now. That's okay. Even if you can only manage to carve out 10% or even 5%, that's progress. And that's what we're aiming for this month. The key is to be honest with yourself about what's a true need versus what's a want. This isn't forever, but it's a powerful exercise to reset your spending. Once your bare-bones budget framework is in place, highlighting your essential needs, the next step is to actively start cutting those unnecessary expenses. This is where the detective work from Chapter 1 really pays off, because you've already identified potential areas. Start with the low-hanging fruit. Go through all your subscriptions, streaming services, gym memberships you don't use, software trials that converted to paid magazine subscriptions. Be ruthless. If you're not getting significant value from it daily or weekly, cancel it. You can always resubscribe later if you genuinely miss it and your budget allows. This alone can free up a surprising amount of cash each month. Then look at your food spending. This is a big one for most people. Challenge yourself to drastically limit takeaway or fast food. Cooking at home is almost always cheaper and often healthier. Plan your meals, make a grocery list, and stick to it. And while you're at the grocery store, switch to generic or store brands for most items. Honestly, the quality difference is often negligible, but the price difference can be significant. Think about your transportation. Can you use public transport more, carpool with a coworker, or even walk or cycle for shorter distances? And a simple one: unplug electronics when they're not in use. It might seem small, but those vampire appliances add up on your energy bill. Now let's talk about setting a savings goal for the month. When you're on a limited income, it's crucial that this goal is realistic and achievable. Trying to save an astronomical amount right off the bat can be discouraging if you don't hit it. So, for this first month of focused effort, even saving $50 or $100 is a massive win. Seriously, celebrate that. The amount itself is less important than the act of successfully saving and building that habit. This initial success will give you the motivation to continue and to aim higher in the future. It's about building momentum, not about immediate perfection. A key strategy here is to treat your savings like a bill. It's not an afterthought, something you do with whatever is left over, because often, there's nothing left over. Instead, make it a priority. Pay yourself first. As soon as you get paid, or on a set day each week, move your target savings amount into a separate savings account. This is super important. Get it out of your main checking account where it's easy to spend. By doing this, you're mentally earmarking that money for savings, making it less tempting to dip into for everyday expenses. This simple shift in mindset from saving what's left to saving first can make all the difference. For those who find it really tough to stick to a budget, especially when it comes to variable spending categories like groceries, gas, or entertainment, even the limited entertainment in your bare-bones budget, the envelope or jar method can be a game changer. This is a very tangible, old-school cash-only system. Here's how it works. At the beginning of the week or pay period, you take out the cash you've budgeted for each specific category. So, you'll have an envelope labeled groceries, another for transport, maybe one for household supplies, and so on, based on your bare-bones budget. You physically put the allocated amount of cash into each envelope or jar. Then, throughout the week, you only spend from the designated envelope for that category. If you go to the grocery store, you use the cash from the groceries envelope. The powerful thing about this method is that once the cash in an envelope is gone, it's gone. There's no swiping a card and dealing with it later. You physically see your money dwindling, which makes you much more conscious of your spending. This provides a hard stop and prevents overspending in those categories where it's easy to lose track. It takes discipline, but it's incredibly effective for visual and tactile learners. Chapter 6, Step 6, Boost your income, small wins add up. While cutting expenses is a huge part of saving money on a low budget, let's also talk about the other side of the equation, increasing your income, even by a little bit. Sometimes, there's only so much you can cut. So, think about ways you can make some small extra money this month. Start by looking around your home. Are there items you no longer use or need? Clothes, electronics, books, furniture? You could sell these items online through platforms like Facebook Marketplace, eBay, or Poshmark, or even have a good old-fashioned garage sale. That clutter could literally be turned into cash for your savings goal. Beyond selling things, consider if you have any skills you could monetize for a few hours a week. Maybe you're good at writing, graphic design, social media, or even tasks like pet sitting, babysitting, or handyman work. Websites like Fiverr, Upwork, or even local community boards can connect you with freelance or part-time gigs. Don't overlook apps that offer cashback on your regular purchases, or survey apps that pay small amounts for your opinions. While these individual amounts might seem tiny, they can add up over the month and give your savings a little extra boost. Every dollar counts when you're working towards a goal. Chapter 7. Step 7. Leverage free resources, smart and savvy. When you're trying to save every penny, it's essential to know about and utilize the free resources available in your community. This can significantly reduce your spending on things like entertainment, education, and sometimes even food. Your local public library is an absolute goldmine. It's not just for books anymore. Most libraries offer free internet access, computer use, ebooks, audiobooks, movies, and often free classes, workshops, or community events. This can be a fantastic way to entertain yourself or learn new skills without spending a dime. Keep an eye out for free local events in your area too, like concerts in the park, festivals, or museum free days. If you're facing serious financial hardship, especially with food, please don't hesitate to look into food banks or community meal programs. There's absolutely no shame in seeking help when you need it. These resources are there for that exact purpose. Also, research if there are any government or non-governmental organization, NGO support programs you might qualify for. These could offer assistance with utilities, housing, or job training. Being resourceful and tapping into these free avenues can make a big difference in your ability to stick to your budget and free up more money for savings, ensuring your essential needs are met without derailing your financial goals. Chapter 8. Step 8. Automate your savings. Set it and forget it, almost. Finally, let's talk about one of the most powerful yet simple strategies for consistent saving automation. Once you've figured out a small, manageable amount you can save regularly, even if it's just $5 or $10 a week to start, set up an automatic transfer from your checking account to your separate savings account. Schedule this transfer to happen on your payday, or the day after, so the money is moved before you even have a chance to see it or spend it. This set it and forget it approach takes the emotion and the daily decision-making out of saving. You'd be surprised how quickly these small, regular automated transfers add up over time. Because it's a small amount, you likely won't miss it much from your day-to-day spending, but the impact on your savings account balance will become noticeable. It's like a gentle, consistent nudge towards your financial goals. While you shouldn't completely forget about it, it's good to review your budget and your automated savings periodically, especially if your income changes. Automation is a fantastic tool to build discipline and ensure you're consistently putting money aside. This is how you build a savings habit that sticks for the long term, making saving a natural part of your financial routine. So there you have it, a comprehensive step-by-step guide to help you start saving money, even on a tight budget, within just 1 month. Remember, the key is to start small, be consistent, and celebrate every single win along the way. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. Tracking your expenses, creating that bare-bones budget, cutting where you can, setting realistic goals, and automating your savings. These are all powerful tools you now have in your arsenal. It might feel tough at first, but building these habits will serve you incredibly well in the long run, leading to less financial stress and more financial freedom. The journey to financial well-being is a marathon, not a sprint. These steps are designed to get you started and build momentum. Keep learning, keep adjusting, and most importantly, keep believing in your ability to manage your money effectively. You are capable of making these changes and achieving your financial goals no matter your current income level. And hey, if you're looking for even more tools to help you get organized with your finances, my fiance actually has an amazing printable budget book and financial planner available for sale. It's packed with templates and guides that can really complement what we've talked about today. I'll leave a link in the description below if you want to check it out. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope this breakdown helps you feel empowered to take control of your finances. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more content on mastering your money, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. And please, share your own saving tips or your progress in the comments below. I love hearing from you all. Remember, every small step forward counts. You've got this.